Civil rights activists all over the world are bringing down statues which celebrate and glorify the colonial legacy of slave traders. In the United States of America, with the protests intensifying, the Museum of Natural History in New York has also announced that it would remove the statue of Theodore Roosevelt. But President Donald Trump has strongly opposed this idea. President Trump has rejected the idea to remove the statue of 26th U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt, which stands outside New York City's American Museum of Natural History. Taking to social media, the president tweeted saying, "Ridiculous, don't do it," opposing the ongoing anti-racism demonstrations and protests bringing down monuments with colonial history. After years of objection, the American Museum of Natural History had decided to remove the prominent statue of Theodore Roosevelt, which stands at its entrance. The bronze statue, which was installed in 1940, shows Roosevelt on a horse, with a Native American, Indian, and an African on either side. The statue has been majorly criticized for its racial representations.
I believe a textbook misrepresentation of racial equality, as you have the president on the horseback and the Native American to his left and African American to his right. I don't think that the creators of the statue had not thought about this. I think they did it on purpose. You can't have white president on the same level as African American and Native American. I believe that was their mindset. Yeah. And if this makes some people upset, we don't worship statues, so why not tear it down? Take it down.
Theodore Roosevelt was a politician from the Republican Party, like President Donald Trump. He was also a conservationist, naturalist, and a writer who was known for implementing antitrust policy during presidency. But some historians and critics of Roosevelt have also seen him as a racially exclusive American nationalist leader.
I think it's really sad. I really do. And I think it's disappointing. And I think anyone can find any reason to hate somebody, but I just don't think it's fair to judge people on, today's standards from... and he was a great leader. And I don't find this offensive. And they're marching with him.
In Washington, D.C., protesters used chains and ropes in an attempt to remove the statue of former U.S. President Andrew Jackson. However, the protesters failed to bring down the statue, and the peaceful protest turned violent as the city's police clashed with the demonstrators, causing minor injuries to several people at the site. Earlier, several statues in Europe and America were either toppled or were defaced as it continued to represent the vicious racial inequality in today's society. As the Black Lives Matter protests intensify, demonstrators across the globe have further demanded removal of all monuments and statues that honor Confederate figures and celebrate any kind of slavery.